Welcome, families. I'm going to do an example of the distributive property and the area method, which are two ways that we are solving multiplication problems currently in fourth grade. Now, first off, we're going to start with this problem, 28 times 5. 28 is a factor and 5 is a factor. They are the factors in this problem. We are trying to get the product. The product is an answer in a multiplication problem. So first thing we're going to do is split up or decompose whatever our biggest factor is into smaller parts that we can use. So 28, we're going to break that apart into 20 and 8. Then we still show that multiplication, that we're going to multiply each of those parts by 5. Now in my class, next we make our arrows. We say, ooh, we're going to do 20 times 5, and we're going to do 8 times 5. Now we write out that multiplication problem. 20 times 5, and each time we're adding our partial products plus 8 times 5. Once you have this, you're solving your two different multiplication problems here. Now, some of our kids might skip count by 20s and go 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Some might say, ooh, 5 times 20 is an easy fact. That is 10. And then I move this number over one place value by putting 1 0. Then I add 8 times 5 is 40. Now, some of our students can add this and put an equal sign here and put 140. Some of our students need to stack it like a pancake and put 100 plus 40 and write their answer out this way. Now, the next method I'm going to use is called the area method. This method is simply using the idea of area, length times width, but then breaking apart one factor into smaller pieces, easier to multiply numbers. So I'm going to use that same problem, 28 times 5. Now, I'm going to break, if we were doing a rectangle, and it was 5 width and 28 times the length, we would just multiply 5 times 28. But again, we're trying to make it easier for our students. So instead of 28 for our length, we break this apart and we say, ooh, this first part would be about 20. And this next part, if we're breaking 28, is going to be 8. And now we think, oh, let's do our multiplication of each part. 5 times 20, 100. 5 times 8, 40. And then either students can write it side by side to get the answer, or they can stack it like a pancake and get the answer this way. I hope this gives you a better understanding of what they're doing on their homework this week.